Hey guys, welcome to Farm Charm Chic. I'm Emily. Today's episode is a 5 under 5 DIY challenge video. I am bringing you 5 different tiered tray Christmas items that each cost less than $5. I would love if you would consider subscribing, and if you do like any projects from today's video, remember to hit that thumbs up. But let's go make some DIYs. I have this cute little sign. I got it at Hobby Lobby last summer. I made a cherry sign out of it for my cherry tier tray that I did in the summertime. And when I got this sign, it was about $6 or so, I think, but I bought it at 50% off. And so it was well within my $5 range. But when I made it, I don't even remember what it said on the original side, but I painted over what it actually said. And I think in my video, I actually mentioned like, oh dang, that was kind of silly of me because I could have flipped it over and have a double-sided sign. So in the back of my head, looking at this sign, I thought I can use it for another project and have it be a double-sided sign. So I thought this would be perfect. Now I'm just painting it red. I thought it would be good because it would match the front side of that sign. And I did see, or as you saw, I had to put some painter's tape down because I'm not very good at not getting paint everywhere. So I used a little bit of painter's tape. Now I'm just taking these stencils. These come from Dollar Tree. I love them so much. I buy them all the time when I find them. So if you don't ever see them, keep checking because they will come in. I have to thumb through like several that are there sometimes to find these because I swear when Dollar Tree stocks them, they just like put whatever they get on front of whatever's already there. And so sometimes you have to search all the way to the back to find the ones you're looking for. But Hobby Lobby, Walmart, any craft store carries a very good selection of stencils. So if you don't see them at Dollar Tree, you can always check there as well. Now, one thing that I do is I'm going to take a little bit of tape. I forgot to do this in the beginning, but I will tape off the letters on either side of the letter that I actually want to stencil. And that's going to stop any bleed through or anything like me stenciling part of the design I don't want to have show up on my surface there. So I'm having this say ho, ho, ho. I thought that would be really cute. It was the exact number of letters to do that. I was wanting to do something that said Santa, but then I thought, well, that's too many letters. And then ho, ho, ho popped into my head, and I thought that would be really cute. Now, on the back of this sign, it does say cherry. But that's okay because I thought with the night before Christmas that it talks about his nose looking like a cherry. So if you saw it from either side, it would be okay. And my tiered tray that I use this for, when I use it on the cherry side, you don't see the back of it because it's a little bench. So I felt like it worked okay. But obviously, I mean, they sell these at Hobby Lobby. They're in the tiered tray section, so you can get them and customize them to your own needs if you want and leave the one side the way it came from the store. However you want to do it. It would even be really easy to make with using some of the jumbo craft sticks with some tumbling tower blocks. So I may have to do that in one of my videos because I think you could replicate this pretty easy for fairly inexpensive also. But I mean, really, it was only a couple of dollars anyway. Now I'm holding this upside down when I do these stencils because I felt like that is much easier when I'm lining those letters up and everything rather than having to deal with the bulky base to it. So I felt like it was easier to have that at the top. Now when I stencil letters like these, I'm using a stencil brush from Dollar Tree. They come in a pack of 3. I take them and I will cut off the bristles to be flat for my stencil. So, and that way you get really good coverage. But look at how cute this turns out. I think this looks absolutely darling. It's going to be so cute on my tier tray. I cannot wait to show you guys this. Today is the 5th of the month, which means it is the 5 under 5 DIY challenge, which means we are taking a theme. This month's theme is winter or Christmas tiered tray decor items, and we are supposed to come up with 5 different DIYs that each cost less than $5. This month, I am hosting this with my friend Missy, as always, but our guest host is Sharon from Grace's neighbor, Sharon. Sharon makes the most beautiful DIYs. I am so excited for you to check out her channel. I will leave a link to both her and Missy's channel down in my description box, as well as the playlist so you can see all of the different creators that are creating beautiful winter or Christmas tiered tray decor for you. I know that Sharon would love for you to stop by and say hi to her and wish her well on her YouTube journey, so make sure that you do that. But let's get right back into making some more DIYs. I've noticed ladders becoming more and more popular in tiered trays that I've seen, and I'm kind of trying to figure out ways to get them. So I found this in the fairy garden section at Hobby Lobby, and it was $2.99, but I did buy it when it was like 40 or 50% off, so you can get it for fairly inexpensive. And it does kind of have this like caramely color to it or something. Not really what I want in my North Pole themed or Santa type themed tiered tray. So I'm just going to cover it with some white chalk paint. And I do kind of do like paint on the coat, and then I realize I get much better coverage doing like a pouncing motion with my brush, and it makes it look a little bit more weathered and rustic. So that's what I do. And then I have this pipberry, and I get asked all the time if it's pit with a P-I-T or pip with a P-I-P, and it's P-I-P, pipberry garland. And this just came from Dollar Tree. I just snipped a little bit off of there, and I thought it would look really cute to wind this around and have it be just kind of look like the red and white Christmas colors, just kind of like it had in my mind, maybe in the North Pole, this vine grows all over everything. So I just thought it would bring a little pop of color into there and add a little bit of dimension. Now, and I just weave it in between all of the little slats on the ladder, and there are the little rungs and all of the, just everywhere. You can kind of see how I'm doing this here. I have kind of found that when looking for different types of items to do tiered trays with, that the fairy garden section is actually a very good section to look in, and so is the dollhouse section at your craft store, or I'm not sure if Walmart has a dollhouse like that sells little dollhouse craft furniture or anything, but I know the craft stores do, and it's a brilliant place to look. And then Hobby Lobby for sure has a fairy garden area, so definitely check those out. But look at how absolutely darling this looks. I think this is going to look so cute stacked up the side of a tiered tray, climbing up like the little elves are climbing up to the next level to decorate it. This is such an easy project to recreate that you guys are going to love how simple this is, and it looks so cute on my tiered tray. So I just got these letters, or well, they're not letters, they're numbers from Dollar Tree, and I'm just going to paint over them. Had I done to do this over again, I would have started with a base color of white to color over the letters. That way I think I would have had to do less coats of the red, because you can see after this first coat of red paint, when I come in here with my little heat tool and dry it, it almost looks like there's nothing. I mean, it's still very, very black. So it did take several coats of the red paint. So if you do this, try doing a base of white chalk paint first, because then the red would pop off of that. And so it does take, like I said, 6 or 7 coats of the paint here, and I just use my heat tool to dry in between. This project took like 3 minutes to do. It was so quick and so easy, and you just see just thin layers, and then I take my heat tool out, and I do have this particular heat tool linked down in my description box. I love this. I use it in almost every single craft that I do, and it's awesome. Anyhow, just thin coats and just do lots of those. This was the last coat that I did, and when I went to dry it, I felt like you couldn't see the number appear back through it, and so I felt like that was good enough coverage for what I wanted to do with it. Now I have this frame from Dollar Tree, and it's just this perfect square size, and I thought it would be perfect. Those numbers are going to fit right in the center there, and the frame actually matches kind of my rustic style, so I didn't even have to do anything to the frame itself. But if you needed to, you could paint that frame whatever color you were trying to match your things to. So now I just took that little center like advertisement that's in the middle of the frame, and I took that out and then just cut out a piece of cardstock that same size, just white cardstock. You could do Christmas craft paper, you could do anything. I just kind of was going for a more simplistic look, and then very carefully just peel the letters back, and if it peels any of the paint off, like on the bottom of my 2, I just had to rub my finger along the bottom of the 2, and that made just a crisp edge on that paint. And then I carefully just line these up. You can measure if you're a person who likes to measure. I don't. I'm a person that likes to get things done when it comes to crafting. So I just kind of eyeballed it, and I just slipped that back right on there. And when I turn this around, I just think this looks so cute. It is very simple and very easy, but when you guys see this on the tiered tray, you're going to love how it looks. I just think it was so easy, and it's a great way to get those inexpensive sticker letters and customize them to whatever colors that you're looking for. Are you guys on Instagram? If you are, I would love if you would come and find me. I am Farm Charm Chic over there. I'll leave a link down in my description box so you can easily find me. But come and see what I'm working on. I post there quite a bit. I like to show you things that I'm working on, or when I have videos ready. It's just another place to stay in touch. So if you do come find me, remember to send me a DM and say hi, because I do love meeting new friends. So I found this little plant at Hobby Lobby, and it actually was in this came from the spring section. So I got it when it was 75% off. But you guys, it's like a place setting, like where you would put like a name card on a place setting for like a dinner party. So I'm just pulling out that little teeny thing where you would put that name card. I have found so many fun things to use in my crafts at this section at the craft stores, like napkin rings and like the place setting things like this. So always check those areas out and be thinking like, is this something I could easily do? Because this is so cute. It ended up being just a couple of dollars, and I can totally customize it to any style of tiered tray throughout any season. So to make this a little bit winter themed, I'm taking some of my baker's twine. I love using baker's twine at Christmas time because of that cute red and white. I mean, it looks just like a candy cane. It was almost like it was made for Christmas time. So they're on this little pail there with the little grooves there. So I just put a little bit of hot glue on the back where the seam of the pail was. And then I just carefully wrap that baker's twine around each of the little grooves there and glue that off. And I also thought it would be really, really cute to take a cute little bow, and I'll show you that here in just a second. Here I'm just making sure that I get around all of these little grooves. This one also took no time at all. It was so simple and easy that if you can work a hot glue gun and cut some string, you guys are in. Like, it's pretty basic, but it turns out so cute. Here's where I'm tying the little bow around the little stem of the tree, or the little trunk of the tree. I love when I'm doing tiered trays to try and think of different textured items. I love to have items that have some words on them, along with some type of greenery. I'm not doing a beaded garland in this particular tiered tray. However, I do love to see beaded garlands in there. I just try and think of different textures, like how I have the ladder that I'm using in this one with the stuff wrapped around it. And instead of having like all signs or all something, just try and think of adding little bits of differences. I hope how I'm explaining that makes sense to you guys. So I'm just taking a sprig of berries. This was just in my bag of leftover berries of stuff that I've cut off of other picks that I've had. So you can easily pick these up at Dollar Tree or Walmart. And then I'm first just sticking them in because I think, well, I want to be able to switch this out for different seasons. However, I end up putting a little bit of hot glue on the end of them and sticking them in because I felt like I could still peel that off if I stuck them in deep enough that you can kind of see how deep I will go in here. That I could still peel those out, and that way if it gets bumped into or anything through the season, they're not just going to fall out, and I'm not going to deal with having berries going everywhere. And I just eyeball how many I want all the way around so it just looks like a cute little berry tree. I'm thinking that those are just like what, around Santa's workshop, that these are just grown everywhere, these cute little topiaries with all these cute little berries on them. I don't know. I always make stories up when I'm making tiered trays in my mind to try and tell a story. It kind of helps me come up with the ideas. But I think this little tree turns out so cute. I love it. What do you guys think of this? Is this something that you guys would try? These cute little drawer boxes come from Dollar Tree, and I just love them. The one side has a design cut out of it, but we're going to cover that up. Now, I actually did this exact DIY just with different colors in a tiered tray that I did last year, and it was a huge hit. Everybody seemed to like that idea because it was like kind of like a 2-for-1. So you could even separate them and have one for a tiered tray and make another one for another one. I just thought it was cute to have them both together, so it's kind of like 2 DIYs with one item. And so I'm making little packages out of these. So all I did was just glue a little bit on the inside of the box. So that's going to be the bottom where the opening is in the box. So it will sit on the base of your tiered tray. And then I just wrap that ribbon around. Now this ribbon, I believe, came from, it was either JoAnns or Hobby Lobby. Those are usually the only places that I typically buy ribbon at, unless I get it at Dollar Tree. And I know this isn't Dollar Tree. But I just thought that candy cane was really, pattern was really cute there. And then I just do it over both sides so it looks like it's crisscrossing. You could even cut out some cute little scrapbook paper if you wanted to use. If you don't have these drawers and want to do this on just a cube, that's great too. I like this because you get to do 2 out of 1, 2 DIYs out of the one item that you buy at Dollar Tree, versus if you bought cubes, you'd have to buy 2 cubes to do it. And then I just do a cute little bow to stick on the top of here. You can embellish these any way you want. I mean, be creative. One of these, the second one that I do, I use a little bit of greenery, but you could make a cute little scrap bow. You can put all sorts of little jingle bells on there or something. I mean, go ahead and have fun with it. It's going to be on your tiered tray, and so you can do it however you want. So to make the little bow on this, I did just loop some ribbon around and tie it off in the middle with some baker's twine, but then I thought the baker's twine didn't look as good, and so I just cut a little strip of the ribbon off to put down the middle. Now I wanted some little tails to come off. I thought that would make this bow look really full and everything, so I just cut a little length of ribbon, and I'm just tying that with some baker's twine in the middle, and then I dovetailed the ends, and you can see how cute that looks, and I just glued the little loop bow on top of that so it looks like this package is completely all tied up. So moving on to the second little box that I have. Now this one I am using Dollar Tree ribbon on, and since it is not quite thick enough to cover the design, I'm just going to double it up on the one side. You could double it up on both sides if you wanted. I ended up liking a little bit of more of the white space showing on the box itself. So the same process, I just put a little bit of glue on the inside of the box, and I fold that ribbon around to the other side, and then I'll put a little bit more glue down, and then I will glue it. I mean, it's pretty basic and easy, and it's so, I mean, I think these turn out so cute. But you can see I just double that ribbon up so it covers up the cutout that's on the box there, so you won't ever see that, and you can even position that into the back when you do your embellishing on the top, so that way if it's against a wall or anything, you're for sure not ever going to see that. And here I just do the one little piece around. I thought that just looked really cute to have it tied up this way. And then I have this is from a boxwood pick that I bought at Walmart. I love these boxwood picks. I've used them in so many different things. So if you're there, definitely grab a couple of these because you can use them year round. Some little pine boughs would look really cute too. This is just what I had a little bit of that looked really good. And I just kind of keep checking. I made this little bow to go on the top just by looping the ribbon together a couple of times, and I just keep placing that bow down and thinking, oh, I can put a little bit more greenery on here. And I just do the process back and forth, and just using a little bit of glue on the stems of these little boxwoods right here. I just keep placing those down, and then I place them down in the front there, and then I finally put my cute little bow on there. And I thought it looked really cute. It would be really cute to leave like this, but as I was walking away from it, I found these little berries that I had sitting there, and I thought, well, this would be really cute to add just a little grouping of berries on there also. And so I just add those on there just with a little bit of hot glue. And I think this turned out absolutely darling. Like I said, you could separate these up or use them both together, but these are perfect little packages. They are great little tiered tray fillers, and they're darling, and they're so easy to do. I think all of these items turned out so cute, and when you group them together on a tiered tray like this, it really tells a cute story of Christmas or the North Pole, or just brings all of those Christmas colors in. I think it turned out like better than I imagined. I think that it's darling. I would love to know what you guys thought of this. Was this something that you guys would decorate your home with, or would you do any of these items for your tiered tray? I'm personally just in love with it, and I can't wait to have it sitting out with all of my Christmas decor. Remember to click that link down in my description box for the playlist so you can go visit all of the different wonderful winter and Christmas themed tiered tray ideas and see if you can be inspired with how you're going to decorate your tiered tray or items that you want to make. I hope you enjoyed these DIYs today, and remember that you are amazing. Thank you so much, guys. I'll see you next time. Happy crafting! If you enjoyed the video that you just saw, here's another one that you might enjoy. And as always, remember to like and subscribe. Thanks so much for watching, and have an amazing day.